Hello and welcome to VASEP's Fishery Market Monthly Assessment of March 2022. You are tuning in for our 3-minute news with the latest updates on the emergence of opportunities as well as challenges for Vietnam fisheries in the context of Russia's and Ukraine conflict, which has become front of mind for many people. The world's fisheries, especially the whitefish industry, is also reeling and will certainly be impacted. Russia possesses an advantageous position in fishing and is currently the world's leading supplier of whitefish, mainly pollock and cod, with main markets including EU, Japan, the US, and also the South Korea. In response to Russia's actions with Ukraine, sanctions from many countries over the world are gonna exert significant impacts on supply, demand, and also the world trade in seafood. Moreover, the trade between seafood importers and Russia were interrupted after the EU announced the list of banks that would be removed from the messaging system of the Society for Worldwide Interbank Financial Telecommunication, which is also abbreviated as SWIFT. Besides worry about sanctions, the biggest concern that the retailer follow public opinion and boycott products from Russia, as many major seafood restaurant chains and retail supermarkets in the US and UK are facing our Russian fish products such as frozen pollock, frozen fish, and also the fresh cod loin products. In addition to the direct effects on Russia, this conflict also causes the world's seafood supply chains to be more unstable. Overnight surge in fuel prices continuously leads to a sharp decrease in input costs for seafood production and export. The aquaculture feed market is also encountering the risk of shortage and price increases, as the Russia is currently the major grain supplier in the world. Regarding Vietnam's seafood, it can be said that this will bring more challenges than opportunities. Russia accounts for only 2% of Vietnam's seafood export, and which is also the same proportions as Vietnam's shares of the Russian seafood market in 2021. Since the war erupted, many shipments to Russia have been forced to turn back. Trade was delayed or had to be halted because the bank's payment risks yet finding another alternative banks is not simple and cannot be solved overnight. The pressures of war in Ukraine intensify as the transportation costs keep increasing, forcing export enterprises to struggle hard because they cannot book containers. The Vietnam's seafood exports by the end of February still grew strongly, exceeding 1.5 billion USD. However, seafood export value to Russia decreased by nearly 3%, although conflict only occurred in the last days of the month, which clearly exhibit an immediate impact. In this context, exports to Russia are forecasted to continue to decline in March and also the upcoming months if the Russia and Ukraine conflict does not come to an end. Therefore, seafood export in general can hardly maintain the growth rate as in the first 2 months of the year. Please register for the symposiums Russia's and Ukraine conflict impact assessment on Vietnam's seafood trade to learn more about Vietnam's seafood trade with Russia and Ukraine, as well as the influence on Vietnam's seafood trade. That's all for our news today. This is VASEP, and thank you for the privilege of your time. Have a great day.